And it's also meant to be like a play on like a rooster, like a cock.
Yeah, I know. I know where the word cock comes from.
Yeah. What's up? So in this video I'm going to be sharing my TBR for the coming months, and then you can watch a video of Emily's TBR as well. Woohoo! So first book on my TBR is Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. So this is like a really OG romance book. I have not read any of this series. So it's the Devil's Night series. So this is a bully romance series. It's
No.
dark.
Bully, like you fall in love with your bully?
Yeah, it's dark. Like it's real dark. And I really want to read it because she has a new series out. She has like a second generation, which is Four Boys is the first book, and then Pirate Girls is the second. And I really want to read them, but I've heard it's best if you read the first series. And I have a thing like that. Like I need to read the first in the series, even if it's like the first generation.
True. No, I 100% agree.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Next on my TBR is Kayla in Paris by Theodora Taylor. So this is a new series from her. It's a contemporary romance, and it's about a woman who is on her way to Paris, supposed to be her honeymoon, and she is by herself because she finds out that her boyfriend, meant to be husband of 4 years, or maybe they're already married, I'm not sure. It's either their honeymoon or like a romantic getaway. Either way, fuck marriage. They've been together for 4 years, and he's been cheating on her.
No.
And she meets a handsome stranger on the plane. So we love Theodora Taylor. I'm very excited. Yeah, super cool.
Interesting fact, the most common time for your relationship to end, to break up, is at 4 years, 7 years, and 15 years.
Oh my god, yay.
Mm-hmm. Statistically.
Okay. Well, I'm at like 11, so
4 years.
4 years to go.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not, fingers crossed. Okay, so my third book is Role Playing by Kathy Yardley. Oh, do I actually have it with me? This is fun. Look at this cover. Isn't this adorable?
Gorgeous.
So this is a gamer romance between two older hero-heroine, like both later in life. I think she has a son in college. She thinks that the person that she's chatting with online is like a young dude, and it's not. And it deals with, I think, like anxiety. Obviously it's like an older couple. It just sounds really like sweet and adorable.
Yeah, this
very
sounds
excited.
really cozy.
Yeah. My next book is kind of off like the outcast of all my TBR. It's Missing White Woman by Kelly Garrett. So I believe it is a thriller. It says at the start, beautiful, blonde, missing, murdered. Something to do with she's on a romantic getaway to New York. She's got a new boyfriend, but Bree wakes up one morning and discovers recently missing dog walker is dead in the foyer, and her boyfriend is missing without a trace. So I think, yeah, it sounds like really intense.
He did it?
I don't know. When
sounds like
people
he did
see only what they want to see, can she uncover the truth hiding in plain sight?
Oh,
that sounds so good. Sounds so good. All right, next up we have Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I don't even fucking know what this is about. I just know that the cover is dope, as you can see somewhere on the screen. And Ali Hazelwood, I do love her writing. It's almost like annoyingly addictive. Like I'm reading it and it's kind of like irritating me, but I also can't put it down. No idea what it's about. It's just like Ali Hazelwood is a auto buy for me. Next up is A Sweet Sting of Salt by Rose Sutherland. This is a queer reimagining of a classic folk tale. So it says, once a young woman uncovers a dark secret about her neighbor and his mysterious new wife, she'll have to fight to keep herself and the woman she loves safe in this stunning queer reimagining.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's fantasy, I believe. It's queer. It's, yeah.
I really love that vibe of being able to take, you know, we have such a lack of representation in all these old stories, traditional stories, and being able to like kind of claim that back.
Yeah. So my next book is The Throne of Honor and Blood by J. Bree. So it's the Mortal Fates series. It's book 2. This is a world of witches and fae. It's fated mates. I highly recommend you read the 2 novellas. I think it's The Scepter and the Sword before you start book 1. Like, the novellas are just incredible. They cover the POV of the witch, who is the heroine, and then the POV of the fae prince. I think he's a prince at the time. And basically, yeah, there's like goblins and elves, and it's really cool because it's not like other fantasy stories where you're dealing with like a human or like a really young character. Like, you know how they're often like 100-year-old fae with like a 21-year-old girl. Like, the witch in this is, I think she's like over 300 years old.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Like, it's, I think he's still older than her because fae live longer, but in the scheme of like what it's normally like in a fantasy. Anyways, the next 3 on my list are like super classic books that I feel like I see everywhere at the moment. So it's Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Then we have The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy, and The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. So these are all books that I'm seeing everywhere, and I really want to prioritize reading these 3. I feel like there's so many books getting hyped, and I'm a mood reader, and I often find myself not reading books I genuinely think I'm going to enjoy because I'm overwhelmed by all the hype.
Yeah.
So I avoid all the hyped books, and I just read random shit I find on my Kindle. So these are the 3 that I've like prioritized that really speak to me. The Graham Effect in particular, because I've heard really good things about it, and I love a second gen. It's the same thing. There's like a whole series, and we're now seeing their kids. I love that. Yeah.
Nice.
My next one is House of Crimson Heart by Ruby Rowe. So this is the first in a Kingdom of Mortal Lovers. It's a steamy lesbian vampire. Right, I love Ruby Rowe. So Ruby Rowe is the pen name of Sasha Black, who is an incredible indie author who does so much for like the indie writing community in terms of like her podcast and her nonfiction books, and her new pen name is just absolutely blowing up, and I freaking love it, and I'm super excited. And then my last one is The Cock Down the Block by Amy Award. Honestly, when you like write this,
so funny.
When you write this in, okay, you can see the photo right now. When you write this in, it's not spelt the cock. Like, it has like the asterisks or whatever, and it's also meant to be like a play on like a rooster, like a cock.
Yeah, I know. I know where the word cock comes from.
Yeah. Honestly, this is a friends to lovers. I actually don't know anything more than that. All I know is that I want to read book 3.
Nice.
But I have to read it in order. I cannot just jump into standalone series.
Oh, so you like heard about book 3?
I want book 3 like, so bad. They've got a like fat chick on the cover. Like, I'm so here for it. So I have to read book 1 and book 2 to get to book 3. And I have seen them around, super cute covers. And it's following, it's like Bridgerton meets American football.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm not really sure, but like it sounds interesting, like the sports romance, but like the Bridgerton tie-in. Yeah. I'm not sure how that's going to play
like
out.
Polo or something?
So we're following a group of brothers.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's my TBR.
Love.
Thank you.